Turn me up a little, yeah. Let me get a little more of that. They know who we at, man. Yeah. Just stay entertained. Yeah. We stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining, yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. We stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertaining. Hey, we stay entertaining. We stay entertaining, yeah. Now turn me up, baby. Now turn me up. Hey, we stay entertaining. Now go and check the ratings. We got them up through the ceiling like elevators. House of X in the building, go going crazy. This shit was made for television. Pass the remote, baby. Now go and subscribe, comment, go live. Tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Make sure you tap in, cause we at it again. It's all entertainment, cause we stay entertained. Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertained. Hey, we stay entertained. Stay entertaining, yeah. Hey, we stay entertained. Hey, we stay entertained.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, everybody!
Welcome
Welcome to the House of Entertainment,
where we stay entertaining.
Okay, I'm Leo.
And I'm Winston.
And we're the House of X.
Yes, and welcome to the Xclusive show, guys.
It's good to see everybody. Thank you for being here. If you have a community tab, don't forget to share us out.
Yes. Happy Sunday, everybody. Who we got in the building? All right, we got It's Me, Winston, in the building.
Hey, Winston.
We got It's your boy, Leo.
Okay, amazing gaming channel. Go and grab him immediately.
Yes. All right, we got Rooted and Essential Oils. Welcome
Hey,
in.
famous.
Hey, famous. Welcome in. We got Embarkation Nation.
Hey, welcome in.
Welcome in. We got Locked and Loaded.
Okay, is you locked and loaded or no?
Welcome in. And we got our sister in the building, Shonda's Everyday Life.
Hey, Shonda. How you doing?
Welcome in. And she says she loves 21 Nasty Girl in the building. Okay. All right. Well, I know, Wi-Fi.
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
Ciao.
Okay. Yes. Welcome in, 21 Nasty Girl. Thank you for coming in. How are you? Shout out to you. All right, guys. Make sure you share this out if you guys can.
Yes. Tell a friend. You heard
that we are live.
Okay. Tell everybody.
All right. Shout out to all you amazing folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got an aunt and a cousin. Tell them we're on.
Yeah.
Okay, if you got a teacher and a doctor, tell them we're on.
We got Dark Theme in the building.
Hey,
what's good? The Dynamic Duo. How you doing?
Well,
welcome in.
We do what we do. You feel me?
Welcome in, guys. We are tired because y'all know we went to a show yesterday.
Okay,
that blog is coming out tomorrow. Also, we have a live performance from yesterday. So we are tired, but we love you guys so much, and we stay entertaining, so we have to come and entertain you guys.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that was in the live yesterday. Thank you for showing up.
Yes. And we have an amazing guest that is backstage for you guys. He's very talented. He's very knowledgeable, guys. He has a lot of stuff on his resume, guys, so we can't wait to introduce you guys to this amazing guest. All right, welcome in.
We got Bessie in the building.
Hey, Bessie, welcome in Gaming with Noah.
Okay, is you the real Noah?
Or not?
All right now.
All right, welcome in, and shout out to all the mods that are in the building.
Yes, if you
we got Rooted in Essential Oils. Shout out to Rooted in Essential Oils. All right.
Yes, don't forget if you have a question, put an X in front of it.
Yes, and also make sure you drop our guests' links.
Yes.
He has a YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and all his books are down below in the description. All right, welcome in. So we have about a couple more minutes before we bring up our guests.
Okay.
Yes. All right.
So how's your day going?
It's going fabulous.
That's good.
I like your outfit.
Thank you.
Okay.
I see you like to copy me again.
Oh, sugar.
You always in my closet.
Oh, sugar.
I don't understand, honey.
Not always in the closet.
Okay, just always in the closet.
Okay. All right. Okay. We coming, everybody.
So what did y'all do today?
Yes. Happy Sunday to
don't
everybody.
Forget to press like, yes. I keep thinking it's Saturday.
Oh, you rushing the week already?
No, I keep thinking it's. I forgot it was Sunday. I was like, oh man.
Oh my!
Da 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 da.
You rushing the week already?
We not rushing the week.
It's
the closet for me.
Rushing the week
not
already.
The closet. Okay. Shout out to everybody in here. Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate you.
Rushing the week already.
Ain't nobody rushing the weekend, child.
You ready to party? I see.
Every day's a party, if you ask me.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
Chilling, resting before surgery tomorrow.
Oh, what's going on, Lock and Loaded? Get out the closet, both of you.
Ooh, now get out the closet.
Oh, now get out the closet.
I hope everything goes well tomorrow.
What's going on, Lock and Loaded?
Yes, I hit you up. Oh, we're on Xbox Live.
Yeah.
I think you're a part of my friends list, so you got to get on Xbox Live and talk to me and say hi and all that stuff. I think it's Xbox Live on the PC. Yeah. Because y'all know I'm still trying to learn all this stuff.
Okay. All right, guys. So,
chilling today, getting ready to put out new content tomorrow. I know that's
right. Yes.
We got Tyson the cosplayer. Uh-oh.
Welcome in.
What? Tyson made it?
Ooh. He said he is here and ready with his question.
Okay. Is you the real Spider-Man or not?
Okay.
Thank you for being here, Tyson.
Oh, no. Ankle surgery. Jesus.
Oh, man.
Ankle surgery, gallbladder.
And tumor?
Oh, no. Jesus, we are praying for you, Lock and Loaded. Everybody send up praying hands for Lock and Loaded.
Thank you for being here.
Yes. All right, guys. So, this amazing person, guys, he is a cosplayer. He's also a content creator. He's also an author.
Okay.
He also does mental health awareness. He was a former teacher. Now he works in the mental health department, guys. So
he also is a poet.
He also is a poet as well.
Okay, he has lots of things on his resume.
Yes.
He better get it. Say what?
Yes. So, guys, we present to some and we present to others. None other than Team Awesome, Lorenzo, right after this commercial.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah. Let me get a little more. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I stay entertained.
Here, to be honest. Okay. I've been here Saturday all day, but today I'm just out here in public, just chatting with people, moving around, meeting some first timers, reuniting some people. Just a few minutes ago, I saw my boy, Dr. Spidey. He was on the Marvel page yesterday for Instagram, and I am so
be careful with your
happy
hands.
about that.
So that's good. Explain the shirt you have on for those that may not know.
Okay, so the shirt is definitely me. Actually on the picture based off of Miles Morales, and I wanted to
stay entertaining. Yeah, hey, we stay entertained. Hey, we stay entertained.
Bring it to the stage, guys, Lorenzo. Welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys for having me. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. Welcome in.
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Yes, we got some folks in the building. We got that boy Ro in the building. What's going
what up,
on?
bro?
We got Jagged Little Edge in the building. Shout out to you guys. Welcome in. So welcome to the show. So tell us about the outfit today.
Oh, okay. So as you guys probably seen during the preview, I had a t-shirt version of this suit. A lot has changed since NYCC back in October. I have an official version of that t-shirt as the Spider-Man suit now.
Wow. It looks amazing. It really looks amazing. Yes, guys. So this is another character right here that we're also going to be talking about soon.
Yeah.
So yes, that looks amazing. Gaming with Noah says, nice to meet you, Lorenzo. All right. Okay. So are you ready?
Absolutely, I'm ready. I have my mask right here as well.
Okay,
get it. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question is, at what age did you know you were into poetry?
I want to say back in 2016, so I was most likely 26 at the time.
Mm.
Okay.
That's when I really got involved with poetry, like seriously got involved in poetry.
That's what's
Wow.
up.
Wow. Do you see it? Do you think that it's like a type of therapy for you when you write?
Yeah, because growing up, I always been into writing. I did a different style of writing. I was into thrillers and suspense and psychological related content, but you know, having the ability to write poetry is a different form of art, and it's something that I found fascinating that I didn't know I had the talent to explore. But I
Mm.
thank my best friend for that.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All
Go ahead.
right.
You have the next question.
So, have you ever thought about writing and publishing a poetry book?
It's funny you say that because a lot of people are asking me if I should post a published poetry book, but I don't know. I can't really see myself doing it. It's in the back of my head at the moment. Right now, I have it freely out there on Instagram for everybody to check out at instagram.com/TEAMAWESOME418 poems.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as a book goes, I don't know. I really don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
I think it would be amazing.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think it would be amazing.
Speaking of poetry, that leads me to my next question. What made you decide to have a poetry IG instead of putting everything on one IG?
See, what happened was at the time, I actually did have all my poems on one page, but being that my main account had so much going on, I had to divide my audiences. So I'm I believe I'm multi-talented. So I felt like cramping everything in one page was a little bit too clustered. So I figured take everything off of one page and put it somewhere else so that way people could find my content much quicker.
Okay. We already have a question from the audience.
I think Tyson had another question.
Yes. Okay.
We didn't even get to cosplay yet.
Yes.
I love it.
All right. We have Tyson the cosplayer says, "How was your experience meeting Tyson the cosplayer too at 42nd Street
And at
Comic-Con?"
Well, I met Tyson back in June of 2022. I just happened to be dressed up as Miles Morales at the time at Times Square. It was a cool experience. It was more of a run-in with him back in Times Square, but we really got involved with each other at NYCC, where everybody was flabbergasted to see two different Spider-Man do their thing out in public, and the cameras were out. Tyson was flipping. I was striking poses. Everybody loved it. I had a good experience with him on both occasions.
Okay.
That's good.
All right. Okay. His next question was positive vibes, bro. Are you going to go across the Spider-Verse Jordans?
To be honest, I never really cared too much to own a pair of Jordans. Like I grew up wearing Jordans, but as far as having the Miles Morales Spider-Verse Jordans, those are a pair of sneakers that are hard to get, first of all. So I'd rather just stick with a keychain version, which I actually wear on my suit these days, versus having the physical thing because it's a hard shoe to get when it's put out there on sale.
Okay. Third question is, what made you get into being a cosplayer?
Well, what made me become a cosplayer goes back to 2021, where I was just on social media looking at a few content creators' contents, and I said to myself, wow, these are people that just going up and about dressed up as different characters in fandom, whether it be Star Wars or Disney, Marvel, DC. And I said to myself, wow, this is pretty cool. I could see myself doing this. At first, believe it or not, I didn't see myself doing this. But what led me to the decision of going full force with cosplay is because of three people. One was because of a man named Tyreek, another guy named Caleb Weeks, and the third person was Naquan, who goes by Cosplay Nay on Instagram. When I saw all three of those people do their thing, I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna go out there and do that. I'm gonna invest in all the material, the costumes. I'm gonna go all in.
Okay.
So that's where he found his inspiration.
All right.
That's what's up.
Were you concerned about like how much you would have to spend and all of that?
At first in the beginning I was, but then I said to myself, money will always come and go. It will always come. And you know, you got to do what makes you happy. And I learned that cosplay is an investment. And when you want to produce quality with whatever it is that you do concerning cosplay, you got to put money down for whatever it is, whether you're a craftsman, where you're creating your stuff, or you're just purchasing a suit or a helmet or accessories. You got to put money down in order to make that happen.
Welcome
in, everybody. Hey, Shy.
Hey.
Thank you, Shy. Thank you, Shy, for all the mods here. For all the mods here, if you guys can please drop his links.
Yeah, I know Gaming with Noah said he connected with you.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So tell us, how long does it take you to write a poem? A poetry, sorry.
I mean, people typically say all the ideas and thoughts come around 3 a.m. in the morning. Me, I write as I go. It's hard for me to like really plan out poems. I just, when it happens, it happens. So I would say like maybe it happens at random. I don't really have a time frame on how long it takes. If I do have something on the top of my head, it'll probably take like maybe 5 or 10 minutes when I'm doing rapid poems. But as far as the long-term poems, those take a while to make. And I had to like really experience things in my life to like put that out on paper. So those are my thoughts on the time frame of doing poetry. But overall, I enjoy writing things with substance on the top of my head. So what I'll usually do is I would jot things down. If it's on the top of my head, I'll write it down on a piece of paper so that way I won't forget the memory. If I lose the memory, then I would have to definitely do it again. So that's the reason why when I do poetry, there's no real time frame. It could be as quick as 10 minutes. It could be as long as a time span of weeks, months to come. But I hope everybody understands that when it comes to writing, it's one of those things that you don't rush. Writing requires time, and to jot down the ideas, you would have to experience and live a little and go through life. So that way you'll be able to, know what it is that you want to write prior to the experiences that you went through. You all right? Good. I'm good. Mm-hmm.
So I respect that. I think that the time is involved.
Let's see. All right, it was him.
Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, sorry about that. The box went out somehow. I don't know.
The internet box went out.
They're
Sorry.
doing something outside, so I think it knocked us off for a second.
Sorry about that.
Sean said, I want to see your outfit.
Thanks for explaining the poetry process.
Definitely makes sense, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody still being here.
Yeah, thank you guys. I want to see this outfit.
Before you get to the outfit, because it leads me into my next question. I just want to make sure he can still hear me, right?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Okay. For those that may not know, what is Spider-Renzo? Spider-Renzo.
What is Spider-Renzo? Well, basically, it's like a knockoff of Spider-Man, Spider-Hype Man. So my name is Lorenzo. Most people call me Renzo as a nickname, so they just totally dropped the LO. And I decided I wanted to come up with my own persona as a Spider-Man. You know, although I cosplay as Miles Morales, I wanted people to be familiarized with me as my own version of Spider-Man. So this is the reason why I have the emblem of my face on my chest that represents my Spider-sona, which is Spider-Renzo. So that's the origin story behind the name Spider-Renzo.
Okay.
So for you guys that don't know, that's what he's wearing now is Spider-Renzo.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to show them the outfit? If you have like, I don't know if he can move back.
Oh, I mean, yes, I could show them the outfit. Like this is basically how this outfit looks, where I have the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse logo in the middle of my chest. Over here is basically the lens to my Spider-Man mask. This is the PS5. This is the PS5 lens. Over here is basically the Spider-Man. This is actually a gift my sister gave me recently that I added as an accessory to my suit. The Spider-Man pin. And I have another one, which is Miles Morales, little version of it. So the accessories are really impressive, you know. It's really impressive how these things are. As you can see, like I had the Spider-Man belt, which is Nike. And then I tend to do other versions of my suit with the leather jacket, the hoodie. I have shorts. I actually do have the Jordan that Tyson brought up earlier, believe it or not. But I actually keep the Jordans on my my shorts. Let me see if I can show you guys how it looks. Give you guys a little version of how this is. So I don't normally wear the Jordans like the typical Miles Morales cosplayers, but I have this that I wear. It's basically a keychain version of the Miles Morales suit. So instead of me wearing Jordans all the time and messing up my sneakers out in public, I decided, why not wear the Jordans on my shorts? So that's the reason why I have the keychain. So overall, that's basically my version of the Miles Morales persona. A lot of people have their own unique likeness of their suits. Some people wear spandex. Some people wear rubber. Some people wear leather. Me, I'm more flexible to be able to do the tricks and stuff. This is actually soft fabric. I could be able to touch the phone, screen, anything you could possibly think of. Really good investment. Yes, thank you. Yes, the Jordan keychain is really, really cute. I agree.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That outfit is amazing.
Yeah, I like the fact that you have your face on it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if they wanted you to play Miles Morales in a movie right now, would you play him?
I mean, people already fan cast me, but I have a lot of other people, actors in mind to actually be live Miles. But me personally, I'm not really an actor. Yes, I technically do act like Miles, but me an actor, I don't know.
Okay. For those that are not familiar with Spider-Man, and I don't mean Spider-Man, I mean the new Spider-Man, because there's two different versions. Explain the difference for those that don't know, the difference between Peter Parker and Miles Morales, for those that haven't been keeping up.
I like that.
Yeah, for whatever reason, people tend to get them mixed up, which I don't see how. The only thing that they have in common is just their name alone. That's it. They both happen to go by Spider-Man. But one is Peter Parker and the other one is Miles Morales. The difference between the two stems from their abilities, where they come from. They do have similar origin stories where a spider has bit them to become the person that they are today. But Miles Morales, he's a Black, Hispanic, Latino, Puerto Rican at that. And he's from Brooklyn. But in the video game, he's in Harlem. And Peter Parker's from Queens. And his story, everybody knows his story. With great power comes great responsibility. He has an uncle named Uncle Ben, whereas Miles has an uncle named Aaron. And what's cool about Miles is that Miles could turn invisible and he could actually shoot out venom shock electricity out his hands. Okay. Peter can't do that.
Yeah. So in your opinion, which one do you think is better?
I would be biased if I say Miles Morales, but as far as tactics and personality, I lean towards Miles as far as how he goes about doing his own thing as Spider-Man. But Peter Parker does have the upper hand because of experience and strength, whereas Miles is basically fresh. He's still learning the ropes of how it means to be Spider-Man. It's really kind of hard to pick who is better. It's really hard for that debate because I'm a Miles Morales cosplayer, but I do have love for Peter Parker. So
wow.
I would say the upper hand would go to Miles because of his ability and power.
Yeah.
His power is way stronger than the original Spider-Man.
Yeah.
That's just from what the movie.
He can level up. He is getting stronger as time goes on. And also it depends on the comic, because sometimes, like any writers change up characters. One comic book, Peter Parker could be stronger than Miles. Another comic book, Miles could actually be stronger than Peter. So it really all depends on the writer.
Yeah. Shonda's Everyday Life says, love Miles Morales. All right. I think we have a question from Shy Sublime. All right, coming in. Do you plan to cosplay as any other characters in the future? Ooh.
Well, I'm currently doing Deadpool at the moment. That's actually my third cosplay. Those of you guys who may not know, I do cosplay as Peter Parker. I have worn the red suit, but my third cosplay is Deadpool. My future cosplay, I'm leaning towards a DC character, probably the Green Lantern, and it will most likely be John Stewart's Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Get it? I can still see you as Green Lantern.
Yes, Green Lantern.
Okay, before I get to this, I'm going to go to this question. Well, she kind of asked that, but my question is different. What can your supporters expect from your next character as a cosplayer?
This year has been the year of Miles Morales because of the Across the Spider-Verse movie, and also Marvel's Spider-Man 2 video game, which is coming out this fall. And I seem to have stepped up my game as far as promoting the character, and I'm doing things that I haven't done 2 years ago when I started cosplaying. I'm now getting more involved with a lot of collaborations with different people. In the beginning, it was more of, I'm doing this by myself. Now I'm having an understanding of other people's ideas and picking with their brains on how to present my character and bringing it to life around New York. And I'm really doing a lot of collaborations this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's
All
what's
right.
up. That's what's up.
So tell us what inspired you to become an author.
Well, becoming an author started from when I was back in high school. I was 15 at the time, and I had an English teacher. Most writers tend to have this story where they were inspired by either life events, or they had a English teacher, or something dealing with English class, where you're always writing something, whether it's like making up stories or doing essays in school. And I started writing characters based off of people that I knew in real life. And I turned those real life people into fictional characters. And not that many people noticed that I was making a story back in high school at the age of 15. I started getting serious once I graduated high school, and a little bit of lines on a piece of paper transferred over to a computer, and those chapters expanded into chapters. And last but not least, I said, I want to publish a book, make a series.
All right. All right. Welcome in, everyone. We got Cheryl Foster in the building. All right. All right. Welcome in. We got Wellness with Frugal Mama. We also got the Griffins in the building. Hey, Griffins.
Shout out to everybody coming in. Thank you for being here.
Okay. We have a question from Rooted in Essential Oils. Says, Lorenzo, are you flexible? Can you do flips and tricks?
See, it's kind of ironic, me being a Spider-Man cosplayer. You would think that, okay, if I am a Spider-Man cosplayer, how far can you go as being the character? And most of the time, most people know that Spider-Man does the flips, he does climb. Me, the only thing I have tackled down is the flexibility. I am flexible. Unfortunately, I can't do flips, but I know cosplayers that can do the flips and the tricks and climb up walls and stuff like that, and I love it. I personally probably wouldn't do that because I don't want to risk myself, but I'm able to stay in character because of the personality versus the ability that Spider-Man does when he's out in public.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go to this question around. For those that don't know, you meet a lot of celebrities. So what is the inspiration behind meeting celebrities?
Well, there was a time I didn't really care too much about the stars. Like, I was fans of seeing the stars, but from watching TV or going to a meet and greet, it all goes back to 2013 actually, where I was a wrestling fan. So I would go to like meet and greets for wrestlers. But 2019 started being the year I was really head-blown meeting stars, and the star power was getting higher and higher, and people were going nuts saying, how did you meet Jerry Springer, rest in peace? How did you meet John Cena? How did you meet Tommy from Power? It was just different stars. It was just getting crazier and crazier. Hugh Jackman, Shaquille O'Neal. I lost count of how many celebrities I met over the years, but I made this my thing where stay tuned for the next star Lorenzo's gonna meet, and that's when it kicked off. I started meeting stars left and right every year.
Hey Edna, thank
Welcome
you for being
in,
here.
Edna. How you doing? All right. And yes, guys.
Do you remember the first celebrity you met?
That's a good question. I think the very first celebrity I met, I want to say probably Stan Lee or R.L. Stein from
Mm,
Goosebumps.
Okay.
okay.
If you guys that don't know who Hugh Jackson is, he plays Wolverine in the X-Men.
Yes. Yes. All right. Okay. So, what was the inspiration and the meaning behind 30 Days to Live and Kill All projects that you have written and published?
Yes. I actually have the books right here. Here you go.
All right. Let's get a close.
See? Right here. Kill All Project, 31 Days to Live. Yeah, so 31 Days to Live, it started off as a story that I made back in high school. And if you guys ever watched the movie Saw, I decided to add my own spin to Saw. And Saw was a sick, gruesome movie that evolved around a man named Jigsaw that was going around killing people. But he had his reasons to do it, as crazy as that may sound. I decided to do a teen version of it where I wasn't as gruesome, but I did take the likeness and elements of, do you want to play a game? And I did use the element of the game of using the dice. And I had a main character named Kamel Johnson who brought his friends involved. And they all had 31 days to live to put a criminal back in jail.
Wow.
31 days to put a criminal back in jail. Child,
Yeah.
can they do it or no?
Okay.
With no help from police officers. They can't receive help from any type of authority to do this. A bunch of teenagers fighting crime against a serial killer.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Do you
It is crazy.
favor one book of the other? Do you have like a favorite book between the two of them?
But I mean, this is my first book, but I love this one more. Kill All Project. I love that book more because the character that I made, Jennifer Dela Cruz, she's based off of a person I know in real life. And I love how I carry her. I wanted to make a strong, powerful, Black, Hispanic character, a woman, a strong female lead, that if girls was to read the book, they can relate to the things that she has felt and gone through. Probably not the serial killing stuff, but the other things that I touch on, relationships, family, school, peer pressure. These are things that I touch on with Jennifer. And I feel like I have my love for the Kill All Project more than 31 Days to Live, believe it or not.
Okay. Okay. So which one do you like out of all your books? Which one you would say that you push the most? That is like, you could say that you've promoted the most and you put in the effort and everything too.
Well, since being that I only wrote 2 books and I'm currently working on the third one, I want to say 31 Days to Live is the book that I heavily promoted because it's the one that I worked on since I was 15 years old back in high school. I published that book at 25 years old. So 10 years of time and investment to push something that at first when I was a teenager, I didn't think was going to become something. And I did that. I got it out there. I heavily promoted it. I have read it when it was a manuscript on a computer to now, being able to have like a physical copy. Like it's a dream come true to know that I've invested so much time into making this book.
Okay. All right. We got a question from David. Welcome in, David. How you doing? He said, "What is everyone's favorite superpower?"
Superpower.
Okay.
Oh, you want to go first?
Oh, you can go first. Go ahead.
Well, believe it or not, although I cosplay as Spider-Man, I would love to have the ability to fly or speed.
Yeah,
What would be yours?
fly.
To fly?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have the ability to read minds.
Oh, okay. You go ahead and read my child.
Yeah. Okay.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So, you currently have a YouTube channel. So my question is, what are your plans for your YouTube channel?
Well, for those guys who don't know, I do have a YouTube channel and I touch on mental health topics where it's completely different from what I do on my main page. I talk about advice. I do show recaps of my cosplay life, but most importantly, I'm always giving life lessons, talking about heavy hidden topics. It could be about abuse. It could be about pressure, suicide. There's so many different hard-hitting topics on my YouTube channel that I feel like somebody needs to speak on these topics because yes, they're touchy, but we walk past people all the time and we don't realize that a lot of people are going through some stuff. And when they watch these videos, they can actually relate to some of the things that I talk about. And then sometimes I do talk about my personal life. I'll incorporate in certain episodes to give you guys a more intimate version of me and show that I can relate to whatever it is that you're going through.
Oh wow, that's
I know that's
amazing. That's amazing.
Do you plan on being monetized on YouTube, or is your YouTube channel just something you wanted to have for therapy?
I mean, in the near future, I would love to have my account monetized. Right now, it's more therapeutic, but at the moment, you know, I'm just seeing where things go. I'm trying to be consistent with the content. I tend to make like maybe 2 or 3 topics every month to not fall completely off of my YouTube channel. It's still active. If I don't post anything on YouTube, I do post it on Instagram, that's my main audience. So even if I don't post it on YouTube, people can still catch my work on my main Instagram account.
Okay. Okay. All right. We got a question from David. He said, "Was there 3-eyed ravens?" That's ravens.
Yeah, Raven powers to see the past and future in Games of Thorn.
Thorns.
I wonder if they're trying to talk about Game of Thrones. I never watched Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But I do know that Raven's power, I guess she's talking about a DC character, Raven from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
Raven does have like a 3-eye ability, very demonic ability, kind of similar to her father. But it's kind of hard to really answer the question being that I never watched Game of Thrones. Don't hate me for it. But I never seen the episode.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen that episode.
All right. So, all right. Well, for those that don't know, you how was your experience being a school teacher, and what did you like about it?
Yeah, it's crazy that to go from working in the educational field to now being a mental health advocate. When I used to be a teacher, I was in a classroom setting. I was surrounded by children or teenagers working with staff beside me. And it was a different ball game at the time because the children, they tend to go through a lot of things at home. And I was that teacher that I was more on a personal level with keeping in contact with these people, parents and teachers, kids alike. I was more personal, where I was letting them know that I'm here for you. I'm here to help you out. Even when as far as going to like either cookouts or graduations or recitals, I was that teacher. I was the cool teacher that was more personal versus a person that you only see from 8 to 3 o'clock and then boom, you don't see them again until tomorrow. I actually was beyond the classroom. And I feel like my style of teaching was different because they're not used to knowing a teacher beyond the classroom, seeing a teacher who is willing to help them out on a personal level in their life. And I was that guy.
Wow, wow. Do some of your students still talk to you now that you have left the school system?
Yeah. People that I worked with back in middle school, they're now in college, and they still keep in touch with me. I always let it be known that if you need me for anything, please contact me, whether it be for like a reference or if you need some type of advice, or I'm still supportive by going to their graduations. So my middle school kids that are now in college, they're like young adults now, they still keep in touch with me. The people that I know in elementary, they too are also either in high school or in their first or second year of college. Those families and kids alike, they still keep in touch with me.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Shy Sarai says, wow, that's amazing. We need more teachers like that. Amen. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What's up, Trio? Awesome.
Trio from the one.
Awesome. That's he goes above and beyond. Yes. Amazing. 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 All right, you got the next one. But we have a question. You want me to take this one?
Go. Take the question.
All right. We have a question from Rooted in Essential Oil. It says, what subject did you teach?
Yeah, so I touched on it earlier with writing. I don't know if anybody took a hint that I grew up on English. I majored in college, got my bachelor's in English. I taught English in school from 6th to 8th grade. I briefly taught English in elementary for 3rd grade to 5th grade. So yes, English has been my subject that I've been teaching practically most of my life.
Oh, wow.
That's what's up.
That's amazing. Okay. Shout out to English.
Okay. Okay, my question is, how many Comic-Cons have you been to, and which one is your favorite?
Well, I don't really have a lot on my plate, but speaking of Comic Cons, I just recently attended one just the other day called CradleCon, which is it's a small con in Long Island, and I had an absolute blast. It's kind of up there now as one of my favorite cons because I just recently joined this charity group called the NY Avengers, and it's basically like, if you know the Avengers, they're like Earth's Mightiest Heroes, but we're like the real life version of those characters. And we're doing all of these things for the sake of children. But to answer your question on how many cons that I've been to, well, I met you guys at NYCC back in 2022. I was at Brooklyn Comic Con last year. That's where I debuted my Spider Persona character. I've been to Big Apple Comic Con this past year, and I also went to Baltimore Comic Con as well. And then recently I was at Fanfare NYC. So I want to say about 4 or 5 at the moment. It's not really much, but it's loaded. I have a few more cons to complete this year.
Okay. We have a question from Trio. He said, how did you deal with misbehaving kids? Ooh.
Believe it or not, the misbehaving kids are the kids that I miss the most. Because those are the kids that you actually remember because you said their name like 10 times a day. And how did I deal with them? Well, I have a story. There was this one girl who I'll never forget. She used to disrespect me a lot for like a good year. She never called me by my name. She always called me this character from Hey Arnold called Mr. Simmons.
Yeah.
And I've been called Mr. Simmons for like almost a year. I had to earn her respect. So one day she went through a situation at school and she slipped up and said Mr. Lorenzo to me. And I said to her, are you sick? You never called me Mr. Lorenzo before. And she really needed my assistance. So how do I deal with misbehaving kids? I show them that I still care about them as much as I do a person that does behave, because I don't want to you know, punish a person just because of their poor behavior. I'd rather teach them what they're doing wrong and try to show them that just because you're acting up, that means that, you know, I have to be the hard, stern teacher on you. I'll try to like lighten up a little bit and cut you some slack and show you that I'm still supportive. You can trust me and I'm going to be here for you, you know. And trust me, I dealt with a lot of people that were rude and now they love me today.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Oh, you have that.
I think I do.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So tell us, how has cosplay changed your life?
Oh my God. Cosplay has really, it just went through a 180 in my life. Like from the day I put on the Spider-Man suit back in 2021, everything changed for me from how I carry myself. My confidence level is like high. And I'm now understanding more about videography, photography. I'm interacting with the public. I'm more person-centered out there in the city, interacting with people. Even today with the Burger King thing, I made somebody's day. There was a lady at the cash register. She said, "Thank you. I love you so much. I really do, because you didn't have to do that. I came all the way from Brooklyn just to go to Queens to get a Whopper that is being promoted right now for the Spider-Verse movie." And I did that. And like those are like highlights and moments for me, that I'm actually making people's days in the community. I'm getting involved in the community through a fictional character that is taking on the likeness of my real personality.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I know that's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have questions from
the audience. Wooding Essential Oil says, "Where did you get your Deadpool costume? I need it."
Ooh. Well, Deadpool is my most expensive cosplay. And the question basically stems from, how much do you want to spend to get a cosplay? Because some people build their cosplays, like they actually make a suit. I know a guy in Africa who made his own Deadpool suit, and he made it from scratch. He made his Deadpool suit. Me, I bought my Deadpool suit from Illustrate Studios, which is out in Spain. And he's a craftsman. He actually tailored my suit to the T. I had to like measure myself, and he created the suit from leather, and he mailed it. It took a year to get that suit.
Wow.
But it was a big investment. You had to be willing to spend if you want quality for certain things. Now, I'm not telling you spend an arm and a leg on your suits, because hell, this suit that I'm wearing by itself, this is like 150. So they could go as low as 100. They could go as high as thousands. You have to be willing to put that money out there, depending on which level do you want to go to present your character.
He said, "Expensive is my middle name." Ooh.
All right now.
And,
then you, my friend, is not going to have an issue with spending the amount of money that I put on a Deadpool cosplay. I spent, should I reveal the price tag of that suit?
Go ahead.
See, I don't have an issue even talking about it, to be honest, because at the end of the day, however way you spend your money is how you want to do it. And if you feel like it's a good investment and you enjoy whatever it is that came out of whatever it is that you purchased, then it was a dollar worth spent. So my suit cost $2,000 for the Deadpool suit, and it came with stuff. I had to buy certain things, like he had swords, he had gun pockets, he had a book bag, the belt. It was so many things. It was a process, but I wasn't feeling too bad about the price tag, because it was something that if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna go all in on it. And that's exactly what I did. Movie quality is what I went for.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right.
All right, we got a question from the audience. Hold on 1 second. Let me go to the ones that are starred. All right, so David said, did not
Disney do a Marvel
comic
cruise?
comic cruise? Ooh, okay. All right, we have.
They do have Disney does have Marvel.
Yeah.
Have you ever been on a cruise or Marvel cruise or?
No, actually, I mean, the closest thing to a cruise that I've done was probably back in high school, but I don't really count that. But as far as like a cruise to go on vacation, no, I really haven't experienced what it was like to go on a cruise.
Oh, okay. All right, we have Trio. Question from Trio. He says, can you imitate the way Deadpool talks in the movie?
Me, I can't do the voice, but I actually know some cosplayers that really sound like Ryan Reynolds. But I do try to get into character when I cosplay as Deadpool. Like I got the character down pat. I can't do the voice, but I got the character down pat. I'm already a clown as it is. So clown plus suit is a disaster waiting to happen. And Deadpool, I got that cosplay down pat.
Okay. All right. Woodin Essential Oil says he need some connections, please.
Yes, I'm always open to help people out with their content or cosplays. So yeah, I will be sure to forward this information to the House of X, and if they could get in contact with you, or if you wanted to speak to me directly, you have my Instagram handle, which is TEAMAWESOME418. You can send me a message, and I'll be glad to hook you up with the process on how to get a good Deadpool suit.
Okay. All right. We got the next one.
Okay. Next question is, what is the difference, for those that may not know, what is the difference between wearing a hard shell and not wearing one?
Well, so this is basically a hard shell, and you can't really see it, but on the inside is basically how it's made. It's structured in a way to sleek your hair, because plenty of people always ask me, you have an afro, how the world does your hair fit underneath this mask? Well, the way that it's shaped, it gives the likeness of the comic book character. Heck, it even has a nose, and it has lens. You could breathe in this, believe it or not. There's actually holes inside the mask, so it's not like you're really gonna be like suffocating unless you're out in humid hot weather conditions. Then yes, it could be a little bit challenging wearing a face shell, but if you're a Spider-Man cosplayer and you want to really present yourself real well out in the public as a Spider-Man cosplayer, face shell really helps. It does justice. The mask that doesn't have the face shell, it goes based off of how your head is shaped. Now, not everybody is blessed with the Spider-Man head. Some people, it does work for them. Some people, they look absolutely silly with the mask over their face. And the face shell is what's supposed to shape the face of your cosplay. I used to be a non-face shell Spider-Man cosplayer, because at the time when my hair wasn't like growing, it was like lower, I was able to wear a Spider-Man mask and not worry about looking silly out in public with the mask on. But now, if I was to put like a current mask on without this shell, my hair is gonna be high. The head is gonna look ridiculously funny. I am so glad that I bought this. This really does help. So Spider-Man cosplayers, Deadpool cosplayers, get a face shell.
Okay.
Excellent. Oh. Da-da-da-da-da. So for those that don't know, you've been in magazines and on magazines covers. So the next question is, how does it feel to be in magazines and on magazine covers?
Well, So there's this group called Creative Cosplay Magazine. I knew about them in the beginning of my cosplay journey. So I started cosplaying back in 2021. I got featured in my first cosplay magazine of April 2022. And it was the best feeling in the world to see a picture that you took be featured inside of a magazine. And I take pride in that because it's like you did that. You created something, and now you have the opportunity to share that moment with anybody else that gets a magazine. And to go from being inside of a magazine to now being on a cover of a magazine, it's a whole different feeling because it's like, wow, you have so many cosplayers in the cosplay community, and they trusted you to be the face of whatever it is that they publish out there. So when people picked up that magazine and see that my face is on it, I can't believe it. I said to myself, wow, hard work does really pay off because, you know, it's not that often people can say that they are plastered on the front of a magazine versus being inside of it. Because I've been inside of a magazine plenty of times, but to be on the front of a magazine, it's just a different type of feeling.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
absolutely, absolutely. Okay, all right. For those who don't know, you work with developmentally and mentally challenged adults. How is that experience in working with them? Does it sometimes
Well,
become hard or difficult at times?
it's fairly difficult most of the time. It's completely different from when I used to be a teacher in the
Mm,
classroom. Now I'm more in a group residential house setting where I'm
uh,
working with men who are challenged. And my job as an advocate is to advocate for them, give them a person-centered life where I'm trying to help this person be the best version of themselves despite their disabilities. You know, I tell people that have disabilities, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself at all because your personality is not defined by your disability. If I'm able to help you make decisions in your life, then I'm doing my job. It can be challenging because some people are difficult to work with than others. Some people are understanding, whereas others could be destructive or threatening. And the job that I work in sometimes can be a bit challenging and threatening because I'm putting my life on the line to help out another person live their life while risking my life at the same time.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing. We have a question from David. He said, "Will you ever be Black Panther?"
Well, I know too many Black Panther cosplayers, and when it comes to cosplay, you could be whatever you want. My issue is I know too many good cosplayers that do certain characters, and I feel like if I wanted to step into their world, it's like, oh man, I really have to like really educate myself and jump in. I could see myself doing it, but would I really go forward with it? No, I don't think I would ever see myself really going for being a Black Panther cosplayer because I know too many people that do it so well, and I love their stuff. And I'm okay with doing the whole Spider-Man stuff. I mean, I'm glad that I introduced Deadpool to my roster,
Yeah.
but Black Panther is a different type of cosplay, and I feel like particular people can probably pull it off. And I don't know if I'm one of them.
Yeah, yeah,
Understandable.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely, absolutely.
So the next question is, have you ever thought of creating a book about being a cosplayer?
It never came to mind, but never say never. Just like it's the same type of question that people ask me concerning children's books. They'll ask me all the time, are you ever going to make a children's book? Because I work with kids.
Yeah.
So it's just like this. Am I ever going to make a cosplay book because I was a cosplayer? I mean, maybe, or I could just incorporate cosplay into one of my fictional characters right now.
Mhm. Okay. Well, thank you. All right. Well, all right. Welcome in. We got the Moonlight Adventures in the building. Welcome in. So at this time, guys, we're going to show Lorenzo's channel and his books, guys. Okay. Come on, computer. Okay. All right, guys. So this is his amazing channel. He's well over 230 subscribers, guys. Let us get him a little closer today, guys. So this is his channel. It says Team Awesome. Since April 18th,
2021, 2011.
2011. All right. So, okay. Now, as you come down here, guys, you can see he have some all of his motivational speaking, therapy speaking, guys. You can also find if you go to some of his videos. All right, all of his videos here. We also
this was the first interview we
did.
did.
First interview that we did at
Comic-Con
with him when we first met him. So check that out and you'll see. All right. Okay, so come down, you'll see some more of his motivational speaking, his real talks, guys. Him just, giving you something to lift you up, guys. Okay.
And he also interviewed WWE superstar who's now in Impact. Wrestling Naomi.
That's amazing.
Yes, girl, I'm so proud of her.
Yes. All right, so make sure that you guys go and subscribe and check him out. Okay. So now we're going to show you guys where you guys can go ahead and
subscribe to his channel.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Famous. Thank you so much. All right. And now we're going to, all right. So let us go over to his books, guys, where you guys can go and purchase his books. All right. So this is Amazon, guys. Don't worry about the cart. Okay.
Unless you got stuff in there.
All right. So this is his book, guys, 31 Days to Live, as you guys can see, by Lorenzo. All right. Make sure you guys leave him a nice review once you read it.
Yes.
Okay.
42 ratings. Yes. That's what's up.
All right. And then down here, you also have the next book, which is called Kill All Projects, guys. So make sure you guys go and purchase his books, guys. And also his Instagram link. It's also in the description where you can find him on Instagram. Welcome in, LaQuinta. How you doing? Welcome in. Where you can also find him on Instagram at Team Awesome for 18. Okay. So you can find him on Instagram as well. Okay, guys. So also, Lorenzo, last two questions. What does the cat represent for your cosplay?
Yes, so I brought up the Bodega Cat back at NYCC, and for those of you guys who are gamers, Spider-Man in the video game has a cat that actually goes by the name also Spider-Man, and Miles Morales was given a cat. I believe somewhere towards the end of the game, he received that cat, and this cat has the ability to jump out of the book bag and attack its enemies when Miles is in danger or is about to do a attack on his opponents. And I decided, okay, let me bring that cat to our world. Now, I bought a stuffed animal cat on Amazon. I bought a Spider-Man mask from Build-A-Bear Workshop. And the funny thing about it is the Build-A-Bear only had just the onesie in the mask, and I only bought the onesie just for the mask because I needed something small enough to put over the face of that little furry feline that I put in the back of my book bag. And it's been the star of my show lately. It's really been stealing my thunder. Like, people love Spider-Man, and when they see that cat, they be like, oh my God, that cat is adorable. They think it's real.
Wow. That's amazing. Well,
hold on, wait a minute. One more thing. You have a Spider-Man book bag. I don't think you have it currently with you, but it is a cool backpack. What made you do that?
Well, see, the last time you guys saw me, I was walking around with a book bag on my back, as Miles Morales. And it's funny that I changed my book bag about 3 times. The first book bag, I was a green book bag. And the second book bag, I decided to promote Nike because apparently Miles Morales is now associated with Nike and the Jordans. But this third book bag, is a lounge fly bag. It's a bit pricey book bag, but it's a cute little book bag, depending on the theme that you purchase it for. Mine was the Miles Morales one, and it's been very useful. It makes the outfit just pop out because people just get distracted by the little cat behind my back. And I have them sticking out of the book bag, and it just fits so well. You could throw little goodies in that bag. It was a good investment. It was a nice add-on to my presentation of my suit. It really added on to my outfit. Like, wow, he went all in. He don't just wear the mask. He don't just have the little buttons of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He has a book bag that represents Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's awesome. David said, is Black Panther now a woman from the movie? Yes, from the movie.
They might change it back to a guy.
Yeah, from the movie.
Black Panther. Well, in the comics, Black Panther was both Shuri and T'Challa, and I feel like in the movie right now, as they pointed out, they're gonna head back to the man route with the Black Panther. But for now, I think Shuri is currently the Black Panther.
Yeah,
at least until
they had to because oh Lord, they had a son.
Yeah.
So I guess they're gonna come back out with another Black Panther.
Yes, I feel like they could probably go the time jump route where they could age up the kid, or they could have Shuri currently be the Black Panther until they feel like it's time to pass the torch on to T'Challa's son, and then he could possibly become our new Black Panther somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Spider-Man game. Have you played it and finished it? Like, have you beat the game?
You want to know what's crazy? And people get shocked at this. I never played the game.
I've never played it.
It's how ironic to be a Miles Morales cosplayer and to say that you never played the Miles Morales game. It doesn't make no sense. Now, I know the plot. I watched a YouTube video that shows all the cutscenes of the game. So I watched the entire game, but to never play the game and you're a Miles Morales cosplayer, it's like mortified. Like,
wow, that's
But I do have the game. My brother has the game, but I would love to play it.
Famous Rudy Essential says, what you need to play.
Yes, I do need to play the game. It doesn't make no sense because now they're doing Marvel Spider-Man 2 that's coming out. It's basically a sequel to the first Marvel Spider-Man game that everybody's been waiting so patiently for a trailer to be dropped. And it's kind of like a continuation of the Miles Morales video game, because he did have his own video game after the Marvel Spider-Man game.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, guys, this was another amazing interview.
Okay.
By yours truly,
the House of X Entertainment.
All right. I'm Wonston.
And I'm Leo.
And our lovely guest is none other than
TEAMAWESOME418, aka Miles, aka Lorenzo.
All right. So, guys, we're gonna head on over to Jagged Little Edge, guys. We're gonna drop the link into the chat right now. Make sure you guys go on over and support him. He has a premiere going on right now, guys. So we thank all you guys so much for coming. Please make sure that you check out Lorenzo Team Awesome. All of his links is in the description. Go buy his book. Go and subscribe to his YouTube channel and his follow him on Instagram so you can be updated on all of his stuff. He goes live about 12 o'clock every day on Instagram.
More like 11.
More like 11. We're always in there. Okay. So make sure that you guys go and check him out. So we love you guys. To see you guys tomorrow. We have a premiere at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you guys.
Take care, everybody.
Hey, turn me up a little. Yeah. Let me get a little more of that. They know who we at, man. Yeah. I stay entertained.
Here, to be honest. Okay. I'll be here Saturday all day, but today I'm just out here in public, just chatting with people, moving around.